Ah, Angry Birds. That's going back a bit. Hundreds of millions around the world were addicted to this.
It was the next big thing. In fact, you could say the same for all of these. The only thing they've got in common is they were all superseded by the next big thing. Right now, it's Fortnite, and a year later, this game has not dwindled. In fact, quite the opposite. Its fans are still crazy for it.
It's that rare game, that once-in-a-generation game.
It's on consoles, on phones, on the minds of millions, and the profits are still pouring in for developer Epic Games.
I'm not surprised because of the effort that Epic Games has been putting into Fortnite.
Molly Patterson knows hair games, she plays them, and she writes about them for a living too.
They've done a really, really great job of keeping it fresh, keeping it new, adding things, taking things out.
And like millions the world over, she can't get enough.
What has been Fortnite's secret? Like, why has it not just disappeared like other games would?
Epic Games has really cared about their game. And I know that's kind of hard to say because most developers care about their games, most publishers care. But the thing that Epic Games has really done with Fortnite that's been impressive is they've shown a real initiative to keep the game fresh.
Fortnite is now a billion-dollar business.
That is how much the game apparently made in its first year. 318 million of it in just 1 month, May. When Fortnite launched on Apple devices back in March, it took $300 million in 200 days. When Season 6 launched in September, 20 million in just a week. This is basically a license to print money, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, as long as they keep the game servers up and running, I don't see how this is going to stop.
A huge section of the fan base is in the United States. Developer Epic Games is an American company. It is owned by Tencent, which is Chinese, raising the question.
Months after Fortnite officially launched in China, why is it still not available to play there? And this seems like such a missed opportunity because it's such a huge market. Yeah. What's going on?
Well, I think part of it has to do with there's a lot of legal hurdles they have to get through to get into China. I mean, I think they want to get there. China is one of the biggest gaming markets in the world. They want to get there, and China wants them there. It's just it has to be on their terms.
And so the battle continues, both in the game and getting the game into China.
As far as I know, there have been no approvals for video games coming into the country since March.
But the money just keeps on rolling in, with the promise of more to come if and when Beijing's version comes online. Phil Lavelle, CGTN, Los Angeles.